Hello everyone, wanted to give you an alternative method of stripping copper wire, stripping insulated copper wire. I've known about this technique for a while, but I haven't really used it because it's pretty hard on the hands. So what you're doing is just using a hammer to strip insulated copper wire. And someone told me this method a while ago. It's a samurai scrapper told me about this, and I didn't really believe him, and then he showed me, and I was just kind of blown away. So I tried it at home. I found it's just really hard on the wrist. It's really hard to do for long periods of time. But I've discovered something this winter, is that it's easier to do this method when the plastic insulation is freezing. So if you're below freezing temperature, the insulation has more tendency to crack. As in hot weather, it's easier to use a blade to strip wire because it's more rubbery. So in the wintertime, I find it cracks more. So if you're in a hotter climate, it might just be easier to maybe put this in the fridge if you want to get the same effect as I'm going to show you now. So give me a second. I'm just going to set up the camera here so I can use two hands. All right. I'm going to be using a heavier gauge wire. You can use any size gauge. I wouldn't say any size gauge that you think is worth stripping. Not like, I would say number 1 copper insulated, not number 2. Yeah, so you want to get hard surface like this anvil. You can also use like a log or a cinder block, any sort of hard surface, and make sure it's on something nice and sturdy like this table. So as you can see here, I already did some testing, and I found like with this piece, the temperature really didn't play a part. I think the piece that I had the other day was an older insulation, and so it was really brittle. But so yeah, I don't think temperature is going to really play a role in how well you can strip it. So I'll try and strip this whole piece for you. This is just an alternative method of doing it. Maybe get your creative juices flowing. I think I like to use a knife better than a hammer, because you'll find out that after a little while of doing this, your wrist and your hand is really going to hurt. So yeah, give it a go. All I have to do is just put it on the anvil, start whacking it. Okay, see here, this is splitting like it was with my other piece that I had. It's splitting really nicely, actually. So I don't know what the difference is. Maybe it's an older insulation, or I don't know. So anyways. So you can see here what's happening is that you're flattening out the copper, and the copper is pushing itself against the plastic and just splitting out. So just that action, just letting the metal break the plastic for you. Just had a little thought too, is that maybe, I bet what you could do to make the plastic more brittle is leave it out in the sunlight. I would say leave it out in the sunlight for a long time, maybe like a whole summer or something. And I bet you the UV light will make it more brittle too, because I know that that has a tendency to make plastic more brittle. Yeah, that worked out better than I thought. So after you get it all, you're just gonna use a little bit of elbow grease and get it off, but it should come off nice and easy. Oh, look at that. That was a good piece. Yeah. It's kind of cold out though. It's hard on the hands too for being so cold. It's about -6 Celsius, 18 Fahrenheit, something like that. Let me just go grab another piece real quick here. So yeah, this one's definitely smaller. It's not cracking like the last one did. Yeah, I could feel that in the wrist and the hand. It was hard. So yeah, I just want to show everyone this because I've never seen anyone on YouTube do this kind of method before. And like I said, someone showed me this way. I thought it was really cool. It's a really good thing to do, especially I only have like a small amount of wire that you want to get stripped fast, you know, instead of using a knife. You could just do it like that. Anyways, that was pretty easy actually for that, just to get a nice pound or so of wire. So yeah, tell me what you guys think, because what I was thinking is getting some sort of machine rigged up. Like I know auto body shops, they have like a automatic hammer type machine that I've seen before. So yeah, if you can get like an automatic hammer, like just going repeatedly over and over and over, and you could just feed your wire through that, and it could do the work for you. Or another method maybe that I was thinking of, you get two roller pins, one on the bottom, one on the top, and you could adjust the height somehow. And same sort of thing, you just have that hooked up onto a motor, and then you just feed the wire through that, and then it would just squish it just like your hammer method is doing. And yeah, just trying to solve this riddle of stripping wire easiest, fastest, cheapest way possible. Except for burning it. I never burn wire. My yard, if I ever brought black wire to my yard, they turned me away. So, other than that, guys, tell me what you think, because I'd love to get your feedback on that. And if you can point me in the direction, or us in the direction of maybe a machine or some other method that you use, love to hear about it. Anyways, thanks for watching. See you next time.